Good morning once again, and welcome to the summer solstice, 21st of June, midsummer's day. Only this is my last summer orchid trip of the season. A bit sad really, but it's Barton Hills. Barton Hills always delivers something. I'm very ambitious today. I've got 4 targets. Rhodochilla common spotted, the hybrid chalk fragrant common spotted, the white chalk fragrant, and a white bee orchid. A white bee orchid. As we saw at Glinton last year, there is supposedly one here, and I'm indebted to Richard for giving me some idea as to where it is. In fact, I'm not too far away from it, so I hope that'll be our starting point. But yeah, very ambitious. Always a cracking reserve. Always sunny, always hot. But I don't care. This is the last one. Let's get on with it and smash it. Well, that's not a good start. I can't find this damned white bee orchid. I had some instructions that said it was just before the entrance into the reserve, but I can't find it. I'm gonna have one last look and then move on. No joy. No joy. I'm sure I'll come back a little bit later and have another look. I mean, it should stand out, and it isn't. Never mind. Crack on. This is the old quarry at Barton. Very orchid rich. Right, I didn't get the big bang with the bee orchid, or I haven't done yet. So I'm going to go and climb up what I've always known as Rhodo Bank, where I've seen Rhodochilla common spotteds before, and I'm going to find them today. That's going to be the hot spot. Only just coming out, but that's a Rhodochilla. Let's go and have a look. That is a full-on 100% Rhodochilla common spotted orchid from one side to the other. And once again, it's not fully open, but it's a bit more open than it was last year. I'm not saying it's the same one, but on this bank there was a Rhodo last year. It just wasn't open at all. At least we've got something. I've had a good look along the bank. That's the only one I can find. It's a bit disappointing really, but I can tick the box even if it's still opening. Can't find any more this season. Might be something somewhere else on the site, but this is usually where they are. There's your resident chalk fragrant orchid. Slightly more colourful. I think that other one was fading slightly. This one's about in its prime colour wise. Never any shortage of common Twayblades in the old quarry. Superb stuff. They're still here. These two common spotted cross chalk fragrant hybrids were here last year on this spot, and this was the lesser of the two last year, but it's still got colour. Now the theory is this has got common spotted Rhodochilla in it because the markings are quite red. I may be wrong. Others have told me they think that's what it is. Yeah, it's a lovely and rare orchid, a rare hybrid. And his older brother is still here, which I'll move to in a second, who's a bit paler. It's starting to go over the bigger brother. There you go. Slightly paler in form. I mean, it wasn't last year. It was quite vivid. Yeah, just great to see the two of them still going. Common spotted. They very much play second fiddle to the chalk fragrance here. They tend to be quite small and nothing too spectacular, but they play their part. That's a good effort. Well, that is pure white. I was going to say it's pure white common spotted, but that leaf, sorry, that flower shape seems a bit weird for common spotted. Let's go have a quick look at the leaves. That's a mistake, because obviously pure white have no markings on the leaves anyway. I'll just call it pure white, and it is pure white. Common spotted, it can't be nothing else. Common spotteds are fighting back now. There's been a few good ones in the last few minutes. I think it's just a pale common spotted, it just looks a bit weird. I think it is just the faded common spotted. I'll have a look at this one when I get home, I think that's all it is. Plenty on offer. Can't find a white chalk fragrant. That's top of my list at the moment. Very bold markings on that. That's a sort of wannabe rhodocilla. Very bold. I think that's probably the smallest white common spotted orchid I've ever seen. I mean, it is tiny, but it's white. These are so difficult to find. This one's about 3 inches tall as well. It's another miniature, and it is a white chalk fragrant orchid. I love these. You know, they're in the top 5 of my all-time favourite orchids, and as I say, there's always a few here, but tough to find, and they're often very small. I'd love to see a bigger one, but I can tick the box. Nice common spotted. Good to bump into other orchid fanatics. My man Mitchell and his good wife sitting on the bank. Mitchell's down with the hybrids. Has just put me onto another rhodocilla. Only a toddler, but I would have missed it if it wasn't for Mitchell's intervention. So very grateful. It's just down here, if I don't lose it. There it is. It's another 100% rhodocilla as well. It's not just a patch, the whole colour, the whole leaf, get it right in a minute, the whole flower is wall-to-wall pigmented purple. Very nice. I'm cheating a bit today. My man Mitchell says there's a nice white chalk fragrant orchid up on this bank. Saves me searching around too much. It's got to break my neck climbing up here now. There it is, I can see it from here. Very elegant. Very nice. A proper full-blown white chalk fragrant orchid. Exactly what I wanted to see. Another cute white chalk fragrant. Credit again to Mitchell, who I'm sort of sneaking around behind because he finds things I can't see. That's only a little one, but it's nice. Fully open. Well, it's going over, but it is a Rhodocella, number 3. Not 100% Rhodocella, about 90%. You can see it's just on the fringes of the leaves. The colour's fading away. Still very nice. Nice common spotted. Nice markings. Drifting out of the old quarry now into the sort of common spotted region, which is all the way around the edges of the old quarry. There are a lot of common spotteds. You just have to pick out the good ones. This one qualifies. Absolute snorter. Lovely collection of common spotteds down here, as there always is. Lovely setting. All common spotteds. Yeah, I was going to say no comment. Kernerorum hybrid. I don't know. Could just be the way they hang in this location, the common spotteds, but it could be a Kernerorum. I can't really say it's not because it's got 2 single loops with dots in the middle. But I think they're more like 2 loops, one inside the other. I'm not convinced that's a hybrid. I think it's a straightforward common spotted. Lovely markings on that one. Some crazy but stunning markings on these common spotteds. A lovely setting for common spotted orchid lovers like me. Again, you'd have to say that's a Kernerorum hybrid, but I don't know. There's no other markings on there. Don't like the fact it's a white background, but it could be. Leave that one as a question mark. Chicken out. White common spotted orchid. Another one. Very nice. Seen a few now, which is good. Oh, starting to get warm now. I think that's it. It's a pity I couldn't find that bee orchid, otherwise I'd have had the full set of what I wanted to see here. But it was great to see the Rhodocellas, the hybrid, the white chalk fragrance. I'm indebted to Mitchell for his help with a lot of those. Some great drifts of common spotted that I've just been in amongst. That's absolutely fantastic too. So it never disappoints me, this site. So I set my sights high. It delivers 90% as it has today. So really good, really pleased, and that's it. No more summer trips for me. I'll be out when the Hellebrines are out. Hopefully that's a few weeks away yet. So yeah, thanks again for watching this video and any others that you've watched this season. It always cheers me up to know that somebody watches them. So I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because that cheers me up even more. Wish it made me lots of money, but it doesn't. But it's always good to see. And I will see you again, I don't know, is it 3 weeks time, Hellebrines, something like that. But as Arnie would say, I'll be back.